Everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? Having one, it just would be nice. 'Cause everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? So welcome to Auntie's Advice. Hi, everybody, and this is Auntie, and welcome to our Thursday night live chat and nightcap as we talk all things 90 Day Fiance. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers who have recently joined the channel, thank you so much for hitting that subscribers button and for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you, and thank you. Tonight, we're going to have a little bit of fun recapping and going back over a new series that is out on TLC's website. It is on their streaming page called 90 Day Fiance What Now? Now, as we know, there are some cast members who have been on the show for a while, or just some of them who have just been complete duds and didn't deserve to come back and be with us. Got a super chat. Just 1 second. Thank you, Loretta Powell, for the 199 super chat. Hey, Eva Lou. Hi, boo boo. Thank you, Sarah, for being out here, my faithful moderator. So sometimes, as we know, we get, some people who are duds on the show, and then some people who have just absolutely timed out. And so they don't have the opportunity to be on television anymore. They're basically, on a web series on TLC streaming live or TLC on the go. And so we're going to tonight talk about episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3. And then each Thursday, we will be recapping as long as TLC continues to run this What Now. And so I'm not going to do it in the order of episode 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to catch you up on what is going on with some of our favorite and not so favorite cast members of 90 Day Fiance. So if you're ready, come on and buckle up. I think that I'm going to open up the phone lines later on. We will see if that is feasible. It depends on how long your auntie talks out here. So just be praying that your auntie doesn't talk long, because I think that a lot of people absolutely love calling in and having their say. Hi, baby Groucho. Thank you so much for the 199 super chat. And she said, evening, auntie. I'm so excited for this chat. Oh, thank you, baby. Hi, Lena. Thanks for being out. So the first couple that we're going to talk about and catch up on is Antonio and our girl Courtney. We see that Courtney is back in Orlando, Florida, still living in her parents' home. And she kind of recaps her relationship with Antonio. She said that after she came home from being with Antonio, that they were FaceTiming and texting and doing all the social media stuff to keep in contact with one another. She also mentioned that the two of them have been on 4 trips. 4, okay, count them 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. That they had been on 4 trips together since the time that she went to go and see him. And so, she's thinking that she has this loving, lasting relationship with Antonio. And so, it is what it is. And so what we discover after listening to her talk long enough is that lately she has been trying to reach out to Antonio, and he hasn't been answering her calls or returning any of her calls. She finds out through social media that he is currently in the United States, in New York. And she's like, why wouldn't he come and see me? Why would he come and see you? He done already got everything he needed to get. Why would he come and see you? He wouldn't. So basically, she is, going through the emotions of basically, I love this man. I want to be with this man. I care about him. He's leading me on, he's crossing the line and he's doing all these different things. And I really want to be with him. But okay, we got another super chat. Thank you, Janamaya, for the $5 super chat. Hi, everyone. Oh. So anyway, basically she is recapping the relationship and looking at it. She goes out to meet with her friends because she wants her friends' opinion about what she should be doing with Antonio. Should she stay with this man who is in New York, who won't fly to see her? She said that she had asked Antonio to come and see her, and Antonio was like, hell to the no. And she said, well, Antonio, I'll fly out to New York. It's only a 2-hour flight. I'll fly out there to see you. And he told her, I'm just too damn busy. I really don't have time to see you. We flash back and we flash and we see Antonio. Antonio is in New York. He's taking selfies. He's doing everything. He is living the life. He said his friends told him, you just have to go to America, to the United States. And he is just in New York. Okay, if you can make it there, you can make it everywhere. He's in the Big Apple and he is totally enjoying himself. And she is watching him on social media, trying to reach out to him. She says, I care so much about Antonio that I would fly to New York in a heartbeat if he would just invite me. Well, you know what? He hasn't invited you. So again, like I said, she sits down with her friends and she starts to tell her friends about, how she feels about Antonio and that, he, Skypes her, he does all this kind of stuff, but yet and still he's in the United States and he doesn't want to see her. So her friends are telling her, this man just doesn't care about you. Duh. It doesn't take your friends to tell you that. So, she's like, I don't know what to do, and they're like, make the right decision. The man doesn't care anything about you. He's in the United States. He really didn't care anything about her when we saw him on the television. All he wanted was the stuff. He didn't even care whether or not she slept in that one bedroom, one. He never cared about her. And so basically she has to make a decision because she's left holding the bag and she knows that this man really doesn't care about her. And so we see Antonio finally, having a dinner, a lunch or whatever it was, and he's sitting down and he goes through the motions of answering her phone call. And she at this time tells him, you're in New York, you refuse to see me. You don't want me to come out there. And he's like, I'm busy. I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm busy. Wait a minute. Let me show y'all how busy he is. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. Okay. So that's how busy he is. And she basically tells him, I want to live a life where I'm happy. Okay. Hi, Krista Hogan. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Okay. So basically, she breaks up with Antonio. Antonio says he's devastated. He gets the he gets the tears to working like he's on some type of telenova. And basically, she breaks up with him. And I say, you know what? Kudos to you. Now I'm hoping that she holds true to this and that she stays away from Antonio and stays away from the temptation of being with him because he has absolutely proved that he does not care about her. And so, you know what? Kudos to them. The next couple we're going to be talking about, y'all, is Andre and Elizabeth. Okay. So when we catch up, oh, thank you so much, Eni Blue, for the $5 super chat. Did David put the Buffaloes in their way? I'm not sure because we're not talking about David tonight, but I will check. Okay. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, sweetie. So the next one we're going to be talking about is on catching up with his Andre and Elizabeth. Andre and Elizabeth, y'all are still together, and he's not working, and she's shocked. He's playing games all day. She sits there with her dad and complains to her dad about Andre not working. Okay, we've seen this, been here, done this before. So basically, we see them, catching up. They're acting like they're in love. Um, Andre's brother is, had a baby, and so they're having a christening, and they're, skyping with him basically and saying, we wish we were there. We see her learning his language because they're going to be having a wedding in Moldova, and he doesn't have a job. So we see her complaining about the fact that he doesn't have a job. She confronts him on it. He basically tells her, hey, look, I don't have my green card. I can't work. And she's like, well, you're playing PlayStation games all day. You're doing this, you're doing that. Knick knack, batty, I can give a dog a bone. Well, you knew when you brought him over here that there was going to be a time period where Andre wasn't going to, be able to work. What I found very interesting is when they started introducing themselves to the TLC producers, for people who had never seen them before, she introduced herself and he said, no, I'm the man, basically. Let me do the introduction. Let me start. Let me go. Yes, Andre. I don't already said who I was. Next. That's all you have to do, just say who you are. But we see him still with this male dominant, in this male dominant position with her. And so basically, she's sitting there trying to be the humble Moldova slash American wife. It just ain't working. And so, basically, she goes to her dad and she complains to her dad that her husband doesn't have a job and that she's paying all the bills in the house. And when she leaves out in the morning and when she comes back in the evening, he's sitting in front of a computer playing a game. And so Andre is basically like, look, I don't have a job. I'm not going to be able to work. And so, her dad tells her, I hate to say it, but I told you so. You are the ones that decided that you were going to get married. You had to be married, bring him over here on the K1 visa. Neither one of you all had a plan or a goal or anything like that. And so you have him over here. Now you're complaining and you're coming to me, the very person that you didn't want respect from the giddy up. And you want me to do what? You want me to fix it. So, of course, the dad tells her, I'm going to go and have a conversation with him. He's not going to like what I have to say, but I'm going to say it nonetheless. Because as we remember from last season, her dad, she was employed by her dad. So all the money that is going to her is going to him. I say she shouldn't have sat there and told her dad anything. Because what we see later on is the dad has a conversation with Andre by himself. Andre, who is just like Pedro, basically tells the dad, you need to mind your damn business. What goes on in our household stays in our household, and I don't give a rat's ass about what you're talking about. What do you want me to do? You want me to work illegally? And so the dad was like, no, I don't expect you to work illegally, but didn't you say that you were going to start going to school? And he was like, I'll go to school when, I get good and goddamn ready to go to school. And so the father was like, well, look, I'm hoping that you get ready soon. If you allow me, I will pay for you to go to school so that when you can, once you get your green card, you can immediately start being a trucker. And so Andre said, "Man, what the hell? Why would I take money from you?" Like Andre was so disrespectful. He told the father basically, "Why would I take any money from you so you can have that and carry that up, put that over my head and burden me down with it and say what you did for me and knick-knack, paddywhack, and give a dog a bone." And so basically the dad was like, "All right, well, I'm trying to help your ass because basically your wife is coming to me. She's complaining about you're not working. She's saying you're home all day." We even see her at the apartment basically beg him to not play PlayStation games or Xbox or whatever he was playing. But you know what? It was the same thing that Pedro ended up getting. I have never dated a guy that was like into games, and I'm so glad I didn't. Because when you got these guys that you're dating and they're totally into these game systems, like they can be like they're serious about their gaming. And then you find yourself not only competing with sports and all the other things that's going on in that man's life, but now you competing with a game that's ever changing, that's challenging his mind. And you might just get a piece of him at night. Well, no, you wouldn't get a piece of me at night, day, or afternoon. Like you would not. Like the hell with the gaming systems. And so basically, he told the dad, "I'm not going to." And it's just as simple as that. And so the dad is like, "Okay, y'all on your own." And so then after they go through this process and everything, we see Andre and what's the child, Elizabeth, basically going back to the house and talking with the family because they're going to go to Moldova and have a wedding. They want to have a ceremony over there because basically, like he said, the wedding ceremony was basically her family was there and his family wasn't, and he believes that they should have an opportunity to get married over in Moldova. At the meantime, and in between time, the other sister is planning a wedding, and so she has her parents financially strapped to her. And now here we got Elizabeth wanting to have a second wedding. And so the sisters are feeling some kind of way because they like, "Look, you already had a wedding. Mom and dad has already paid out the yang yang for your wedding. And now it's my opportunity to have dad walk me down the aisle and for me to have a wedding. And now you want to take their finances as well." So they all go to dinner and she and Andre decide that they want to sit and tell the family at this time about this wedding. And so immediately they're like, "Bitch, you don't have any money. You don't have any money to pay for anything. You have $15,000 in the bank, since this is what it's going to cost." And he's like, "Don't do you got money in your pocket? I don't ask you what you have in your bank account. Don't ask me. All I want y'all to do is roll out the red carpet and basically pay for this wedding." And then to top it all off, Elizabeth jumps on his side and starts attacking the family and saying that the family need to mind their business, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. But didn't you just go to your dad a couple of days before and get your dad involved and tell your dad what your man wasn't doing? See, that's a problem when you go and tell your family, when you invite your family into your relationship. You cannot invite your family into your relationship and don't expect them to accept the invitation and want to come down and sit and eat and feast and say everything that they want to say as it relates to your damn relationship. What the hell? So anyway, this is their life. We will see in, I guess, maybe episode 4 what goes on. I'll be doing a review on that when that is made available on TLC on the go. But it looks like Elizabeth is still going through the same thing, living this dumb life. Like the father said, the car note, the rent, your house, your clothes, everything. You're coming to me and asking me for this, and you have this man, and here this man is saying, "I'm gonna wait till I get my green card to even go to school because, excuse me, I'm too proud to accept anything from the father. And plus, I don't want you to hang anything over my head." Elizabeth, girl, let me tell you something. Your relationship has not changed one iota. You are still in the same boat. Talking about the same boat, we went back and we looked at Devon Devar and Melanie. Okay. If y'all remember Devar and Melanie, okay, I see a super chat on here. Let me put my glasses on, baby. Wait a minute. Thank you, Loretta Powell, for the $4.99 super chat. And Lay's butt came rolling home. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. So we see Deval and Melanie. As y'all remember, he is the one who came and married this woman. He left Jamaica and married this woman. And she already had a son that she had over the weekend. And then she, of course, she got pregnant. So the last time we saw them, they were pregnant. Now we see her. She's home. The baby is 4 days old. She had the baby by cesarean. And so, she's sitting in a chair and she's basically acting like she's paralyzed. She can't move. And so we see him as a new dad, a young dad, with a wife who is acting like she is paralyzed from the waist down, and a baby, very cute little girl. And I can't remember what the little girl's name is. I want to say her name is Ava, but I cannot remember. And so I apologize for that. I meant to write the little girl's name down, but I didn't. But I think her name is Ava. But anyway, so we see him fixing bottles and trying to adapt to fatherhood. And so, she's sitting there with the baby, Devon, can you give me some milk? Devon, can you give me some tea? Devon, oh, God, I've been playing and I had a cesarean. Now, I'm not trying to make light of women who have cesareans or anything like that. But let me tell you something, boo. Having a cesarean just does not make you handicapped. It just doesn't. There are some things you can still do on your own. I know that every woman's healing process is not the same. I know that we're all built differently, but you can't get your ass up and make a bottle for the baby. So, she's sitting in the chair and he's going back and forth in the kitchen. And she tells him, I basically don't think you can do this on your own. You need to call my sister Deb. Deb is a nurse, and we need to bring Deb in so that Deb can, help you with the baby. And so she's basically like, he's like, well, why call Deb? Is Deb going to come here to help me or to kill me? And so she's like, hey, it's a little joke and everything. And so basically, she calls Debs on the phone and she says, look, my husband needs to eat and we need help with the baby. So can you come over? So we see, basically Devar and Melanie trying to do this interview. And he is drunk as a skunk. And I mean, when I tell you drunk, he was drunk. So they're sitting there and they're trying to tape, you know, uh, 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 like how when they do the little side piece when they're talking their confessionals, they're trying to tape this together. And the TLC producer is frustrated as hell. And he's like, look, you all have been trying to answer this same question now for basically 7 takes. And I'm getting tired now. And so Devar is trying to talk, but he's incoherent because he is so drunk. Okay, now you got this 4-day-old baby in the house, and you drunk as a cotton freaking skunk. And she's sitting there trying to get through the interview, and he's taking and doing this kind of stuff, and she's like stopping. The TLC guy like, look, we need to wrap this up. We need to wrap this interview up. And he's so drunk, he's like, yeah, and I had told her, I said, this is so embarrassing. So obviously, or allegedly, he has an alcohol problem. And so basically, they're trying to ask why does she think that Deb is the best person to come over and help him with the baby? He high fives the cameraman and the producer, but he's so drunk he can't complete a sentence. In addition to that, he's so drunk that he doesn't even understand, and nor does he remember what the question even was. So he is just talking out of his head. She says something to him about it and tells him, "You keep prolonging this interview." And so he gets angry and he basically starts going off on her, making her say that she is the one that's being disrespectful because she corrected him and he wants to go back to Jamaica. If she doesn't know how to act and stop disrespecting him, boo, I'm telling you right now, your ass is about to go back to Jamaica on a paper plane, boo. There's no way in the world that you're going to sit up here and disrespect me like this in front of these TLC people. Embarrass the hell out of me because you're so drunk and inebriated. You don't even know what the hell they've asked you or what they said to you. And so Devar is out of control. He gets up and walks off the set. She gets up and walks off the set. And then they film her in the kitchen. And he comes in and she said, this is his problem. When he drinks, he's another person. It's almost like an out of body experience. And instead of him walking out of the room and just going somewhere and chilling the hell out or being drunk and stupid in another room, he comes back in and gets another bottle of alcohol or wine or whatever the hell he had. And he drinks, then he takes the whole bottle and says, "I'm getting drunker. Okay, I'm drinking more." And so we see him even when he's sitting down with the TLC cameraman trying to do the interview. He already has a drink in his hand that he downs. Okay, look like a couple of shots that he downs in front of them. So he is just blitzed and tore up out of his mind. She's so hurt. Just one second. So she's so hurt and so disappointed, so broken that she can't even complete the interview. She can't finish the interview. She can't do any of that. None of it. We see her go off set, but TLC, as we know they are, continues to record. And she says, "Deval, I thought that you loved me." And he was like, "I do love you, but I ain't gonna stay with you disrespecting me. I'm ready to go back to Jamaica." As I said, you can go ahead on back to Jamaica on a damn paper plane. They are seriously having problems in their lives because this man is drinking. I don't know if this is too much for him. I don't know. He's successfully finished scuba school and he has a job and all of that kind of stuff. So what the hell is he drinking like that for? And she was talking about, he had mentioned that, because it was 4 days, I guess, maybe she had a complicated pregnancy. I don't know, because he was complaining and say, "I can't wait till we start having sex again." And so I'm thinking to myself, just one second. Just one second. Okay. There was somebody texting me and I had to see what it was. So basically, I don't know if it's been a lot of pressure that has been going on in the relationship, but we see him, trying to down something or to cover up something or to avoid something with alcohol. And so we see them the next time and he's sober now. And she's sitting there and she's talking to him and she's telling him, basically, "I don't want to raise our baby Ava." Thank you, Captain Shama. Shama for the $5 super chat. Thank you. So basically, she's in a relationship with this man. She's basically, stuck in this relationship with this man, and she tells him, "I don't want to bring our baby up in this kind of environment." And he's like, "I don't either." He's sober. He looks cleaner. I mean, he was ragged looking and everything. You all have got to see this. And, basically they make a decision that they're going to stay together and he's going to do better. And anybody and everybody who knows someone who abuses alcohol, it's not just as simple as a conversation. Because the first time that they have an opportunity to drink again and to be in that environment again, they're going to drink and be in that environment again. And you're going to go, it's a vicious cycle that you have to go through. This person has to, first of all, admit that they have a problem. And then once they admit that they have a problem, they have to be willing to go and get the help and the care that they need, or you're going to continue to have this. So let's, keep on looking and see what happens in this particular relationship. I am very interested in seeing what happened. And the next couple that we're going to be talking about is Miriam and Patrick. I said, Lord, what the entire. So we see Miriam fly over to the United States. Yeah, I got to sit back on this one. Oh, it makes my, I got to sit up. Did y'all see all that? Auntie ain't trying to sell nothing out here now. So we see Miriam and Patrick. She decides that she's going to fly over to the United States and she's going to come over to Kentucky and be with her boo. Isn't that something? So basically, her story is that her boyfriend that she was dating for 7 months, Mr. 7 months, according to Mom Patrick, that she's going to come over here and be with him because her boyfriend dumped her because he saw her with Patrick and was like, if you want to be with me, you needed to be with me and not Patrick. Why would you even entertain the thought of being with someone else? And so we see her crying and boo-hooing because it didn't work out. The relationship didn't work out between her and her boyfriend. And so, basically Patrick says, you know what, I'm going to capitalize on this. I'm going to make this do what it do. And so, she basically flies over to the United States. And he's like, you know what? If you want something, you work for it, you do what you got to do. But before then, he's having a conversation at home with his mother. I do like Patrick's relationship with his mother. I think it's really, really cute. And so, they have a sit down talk, and the mother is like, Patrick's like, guess who's? I got some good news. And so the mom was like, what? What's the good news, son? And he's like, Miriam is coming to the United States. So the mother's like, skirt, what? That hussy is coming over here? And so Patrick's like, yeah, Mom, I still care about her. And I told her she could stay here. So the mother was like, what the? Okay. So the mom is like, why, Patrick, why would you do this? Patrick's like, she's not with her boyfriend anymore. And mommy, I like her and I want to be with her. And it's just as simple as that. But when we see Miriam is not so convinced that she wants to be in a relationship with Patrick. She said that Patrick makes her smile and she has fun with him, but she just really basically wants to come over and explore. She's on the hunt for Red October. Okay. 80s girl Asante. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you. You're new. Thank you so much for joining the family, 80s girl. So basically, she flies over, and Patrick's thinking, this is going to be, play another slow jam. This time make it sweet, hey, like a slow jam. She's like, I'm coming over here, buddy. You still in the friend zone. Don't start that stuff. I'm gonna give you the kiss, and that's going to be it. So Patrick has to, he accept that because he'd rather have that little bit than have nothing at all. And so basically, she's, riding through Kentucky with him, and he's going to see his mama. They get to the mama house, and mama done cooked and laid out the food. You know what I'm saying? Being very hospitable. They sit and they laugh a little bit. Patrick takes a chicken wing and he pulls, all the meat off of it at one time. And so she decides that, this is cute. And the mother's like, that's trifling. And so she pulls all the chicken bone, eats the chicken in one sitting. I said, who the hell eats barbarically like that? Okay, but anyway, I gotta stay focused. So basically, she's pulling, they're laughing and joking and everything. And the mother was like, what, Patrick, step out the room. Go take her luggage to the room because I need to talk to this girl. So Mama Patrick tells her, what's up? Really, seriously, how do you feel about my son? And she's like, you know what? I care about your son and everything, but I'm not ready for a real relationship. I just got out of one. And so the mother was like, but you know that you sending my son mixed signals. You need to be straight up with him and let him know that this is how where you are in this relationship. Because if not, I'm gonna have to kick your ass. It's just as simple as that. I'm not gonna play with you with my son. First time when you came and I heard you and we were Skyping and everything on the reunion show, you was a little disrespectful, you know, and I didn't appreciate that. I wanted to kick your ass dead. And so now you up in my house. And so what I need you to do is be straight up with my son and tell him what the hell is going on. So she was like, yes, Mama Dukes. Yeah, Mom Dukes. I'm going to do the right thing. So we see Patrick the next day. He decides that he wants to take her to an Italian restaurant that was empty as hell. I mean, God, do people eat out in Louisville? So anyway, you know, they're in a restaurant and he wants to have this romantic relationship with her, and he wants to push her and press her and find out, you know, what is it that you really want out of this relationship. And so she's like, basically, I don't want anything out of the relationship right now, Patrick, but a friendship. And I thought that that was honorable of her to say. Plus, she knew that she was going to have to get her ass whooped if she had said anything different. And she basically tells him, you know, Patrick, I don't want to have, I like you, but we need to take time. I don't want to commit to being girlfriend and boyfriend with you. Patrick is so pressed, you know what I'm saying? Because he's already rejected American women and said we ain't about a damn thing. And so, you know, he's so pressed to have this woman on his arm. And she's just like, you know, no, I'm putting up the hands and we're just going to be friends. And you know what? Hey, it is what it is. So they're basically still in the friend zone. Patrick thinks that he's out the friend zone, but you're still in the friend zone. Christy Tackett, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She says, thanks for the live shows from Marshall, Texas, East Texas. Hey, hey there, Texas. Thank you so much, Christy Tackett, for the $5 super chat. You know I love my Texas family now. So basically, you know, they're still doing the same thing. They're still in this cycle of the friend zone type of thing, and Patrick wants to be out of it and all of that kind of stuff. Look, let me tell you something. It is very hard to get out of the friend zone. Once you're in the friend zone, your ass is basically stopped. And I mean, you know, you can try to swim your way out of it. You can, you know, dance your way, try to dance your way, pay your way out of it, shop your way out of it. At the end of the day, if you're in the friend zone, that person has not valued you. There's some people have not valued you as a potential mate. And there are some people who are able to successfully get out of the friend zone. But now with a whole bunch of pressure, like Patrick is just pressing and pressing and pressing this girl to be in a relationship with him. And it's just not happening. And then the last person to round this damn thing up, y'all, yes, I'm trying to tell you, is Nicole. Nicole and Beth. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? So we see Nicole. Nicole is sitting in the chair and she's talking about how her life has changed post Muhammad. Nicole says that basically she's only focused on her kids, her nursing school, and getting weight off. Yeah, right. So we see Nicole talking about, you know, basically, you know, my life is good. I'm not connected to Muhammad. I'm not running after Muhammad. I ain't doing any of that stuff. I got hurt by him and I'm living my best damn life. Okay. So we see Beth. Beth is over at the house and they working out. They doing knee lifts. I said, what the You know what? I don't know if I said Nicole, but I meant to say the damn Danielle. So if I said Nicole, I meant to say Danielle. So Danielle is with Beth. her little smoking body with the rosacea on the cheeks. They in there, they working out doing knee lifts. So they got their little 2 pound weights and everything, you know what I'm saying? They like, huh. So Beth is like, it might be hurting right now, but it'll pay off when you start losing the weight. Also, they're like, yeah, yeah. So they working out and everything. So Beth was like, "Okay, come on, girl, sit down, because we done did about 2 minutes of it, and we good now. We can go and eat a cheeseburger and a donut." So basically, Danielle and her go and sit down. Danielle puts the glasses on and everything. You know what I'm saying? And so she's like, what's going on with Muhammad? Did you ever serve him the papers? So Danielle was like, girl, let me tell you what happened. Like I was I uh where do I start? Start with the truth, damn it. Start with the truth. So Danielle is sitting there and everything, and she's like, you know, I don't want him in my life. I don't want Muhammad in my life. I just been trying to give him some chances, and every time I give him a chance, he messed it up. So the girlfriend was like, "Well, you ain't been talking to him, have you? Have you been talking?" Wait a minute, hold on, because I got these just for this. Hold on, I got this just for this. Hold on, y'all. So the girlfriend was like, "You ain't been talking to him, have you, Danielle?" So Danielle was like, "Well, I did call him just one time." And she was like, Danielle, I have never said that you was a dummy. I ain't never called you a damn fool. But you's a damn fool. So Danielle was like, no, wait a minute. No, let me explain. I called him because just that one time because I needed my laptop fixed. And he know how to do it. I wanted him to do a web page for me, and he know how to do that. He know how to do that. So the girlfriend was like, she blow out fast O's now. She pissed. I reached out to him. She doing all like this. I reached out to him because he know how to do web pages and he know that IT stuff, and he reached back. I needed help. And so the girlfriend was like, well, did he help you? No. So thank you, Eva Lou, for the $9.99 super chat. I love your impression. So the girlfriend was like, so did he reach back out? So Danielle was like, did he help you? She was like, no, he didn't. She was like, because you're the idiot, Danielle. You are an idiot. So Danielle was like, I need to serve him the papers because he, oh, he, no, she get to thinking it's when she got to think them damn glasses going a roller coaster ride. They be like, go ahead and just say it. Don't even think about it. Just say it. Get them glasses and break. So she like, well, I need to serve him because I paid for him to come over here. I paid for his clothes. I paid for everything for him. So I just need. I haven't been able to serve him Beth, because I don't have no address. So Beth was like, okay, come on. I think my spidey senses is tingling. We're gonna go ahead on and find him. So they sit up there, they take a photo, they say, okay, here go a house right here. Zoom in on the damn address. So they zooms in on the address and everything. And they was like, yeah, this a match. Yeah, this match right here. Yeah, bam, boop, bop, bam. Alakazam. Goddamn, we got an address. So they got an address and everything, so Danielle could go ahead on and serve Muhammad. Muhammad, who she said that, she don't want to have anything to deal with, but yet and still she's still texting him and calling him and doing all kinds of stuff and following his ass on social media. And she gonna tell him about something. Muhammad is easy to find because he loves seeing himself on TV and on social media, so he's easy to find. What the hell, your ass on social media too and doing pictures, autographing pictures. By the way, I ain't got one yet. Hi, Iona. I'm Sarah. I own Sarah. I own Sarah. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Love you, Auntie. My name is Ione. Ione, thank you, Ione. You knew you had this girl. Yeah, you had to help me out with that. So basically, Danielle is like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But she's got this thing now where she's trying to, be like this, y'all. She's trying to be like this. Like life is just so good. So she like, so anyway, she of course she's supposed to be. Thank you, Bertha Jackson, for the $5 super chat. Hey, Auntie, love the review. Hope you are getting my emails. I have been so busy. Yes, I have been getting your emails. You have not heard back from me because I have been so busy. But I promise this weekend is my weekend to slow down, Bertha, and I will absolutely reply. Thank you so much. And to anybody else who has been sending me emails, I have been so busy. But things are finally slowing down. My family came in and they're gone. And so we're slowing down now. But anyway. So, basically, she's trying to be this nice person and try to have this nice positive attitude about things. And I'm just like, she just sitting here still completely looking like a fool. So basically, her story is she's only going after Muhammad because Muhammad owe her money. She says that Muhammad, she tried to file for the annulment, but Muhammad fought back and basically got a divorce, and she was devastated. Y'all remember she was coming out the courthouse when her girlfriend Beth was sitting up in there, and she was like, "Go get him, Danielle. Go get him. Don't let him get away with it." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to go get him." So she's like, "I'm gonna sit out here. I'm gonna sit out here in this car and smoke all these cigarettes and everything, bust my lungs wide open." But go get him, Danielle. And then we see Danielle coming out the courthouse. She walking up in the court, with a little old Navy dress on. She walking up in her little blue sweater. Or she come up out that daggone courthouse. I hate mom. I hate mom. Why is he coming out that court building with a selfie stick? Because Muhammad was covering his ass. So basically, we see her, she says it, like I said, she's into, herself and fitness and all this kind of books. And next thing we see her, she got a suitcase laying on the bed. She's packing for a trip to Maryland. She met somebody online by the name of Nelson. Nelson said he was checking on her. That's all he said. He was checking on her. He was interested in getting to know her. Nelson told her that he wanted to meet up with her. So she said, all right, I'm going to go ahead on and meet Nelson. Now, 5 minutes ago, that ass just sat there and said that you was only focusing on weight loss, your nursing program, and your kids. But you getting ready to take a 6-hour drive to Maryland from Sandusky, Ohio, and you focused on yourself? Okay. So Nelson That's all we know about him is his name is Nelson. Since they won't meet up at the house, Nicole's ass is in there packing and talk about I'm gonna go. I just met him online. I'm gonna go to Maryland. I'm gonna take this 6 hour hike because I want to get to know him. I'm gonna meet him at his house and stay with him at his house and see how it work out. You are acting like a kid. Why the hell would you be going to Maryland, driving a 6 hour drive, Danielle, to stay at some man house? You don't know if this man is an axe murderer or not. You don't know who the hell this man is. And you are driving out to Maryland because this man told you that he was interested in helping you and getting to know you better. Bitch, you need to get to know him better on the telephone. How about you Skype? How about you do a background investigation on that ass and a credit check before you hop up in a car and drive with your dumb self? So here comes the day for her to leave and she can't get in contact with the man. She's sitting up there talking about some he won't answer any of my telephone calls. Every time that ass called, the daggone thing is going into the voicemail, right? So instead of her ass staying right there because she ain't talked to him in a long time, that ass gets in the car and drives 6 miles to this man's house. Now, I'm telling you right now, if that ain't stalker tendencies, God dang it, allegedly, in my opinion. If I haven't talked to you and confirmed that you're going to be there and be available for me, why the hell would I get in a car and drive over 400, 500 miles to come and see you? This man ain't picked up the phone. He texted her back. He hasn't emailed her. He hasn't sent any smoke signals, and Beth ain't sent no smoke signals. This man is, oh my God, this woman drives out there, y'all, and she is knocking on the man's door. Then when she knocks on the door, she's standing up there. She knocks on the door, right? She got the cell phone in her dumbass hand. She's knocking on the door, and then she doing one need number. So then she dial the man number and everything. She knocking again. You know she got backspace a couple of times because I asked missed the number, right? Backspace and the man ain't home. He's not home. Daniel, he's not home. Then she's sitting up there telling me, so why would he tell me that we're going to meet at his house and he doesn't show up and he's not there? Well, he already told you when he didn't answer your telephone calls and he didn't answer your smoke signals and all the pigeons and the robins you sent that he wasn't available. He didn't want to meet with you, Danielle. But your press ass, you and Beth sitting up there stalking somebody. Got somebody, I mean, I'm talking about on the man's front door. Front door. And then she gets in the car. Ooh. Um, I don't know why this is happening to me. I feel like I'm cursed by Muhammad. I mean, why doesn't anybody like me? Danielle says she's starting to think that there's something wrong with her. Danielle, it is something wrong with you. You jump into relationships. She said that her life starts spiraling out of control, and all of this stuff started happening because of Muhammad. But yet and still, Danielle, you got 4 babies. 4 babies. And ain't no daddy around. You can't blame Muhammad for that. Because all your kids is damn near grown. They done graduated out of high school and everything. This didn't start with Muhammad. This is a cycle that you go through, boo. And yes, it is something wrong with you. And it ain't even because you're unattractive. And it's not because your eyes is crossed. And it's not because you dumb as hell. It ain't even that. It's because you jump into these relationships with these people, expecting to get fulfilled by a relationship, an outside entity in person, that you haven't taken enough time to learn and find out who you are, what you really like. That's the problem, Nicole. Because nobody in their freaking mind drives for 6 hours to see a door. Who does that? So I'm saying TLC producers, cast members, photographers, script men. How the hell do y'all do this? Without trying to talk some sense into these mofos. Something's wrong with these damn people. You can't make this stuff up. Now, I know we believe a whole lot of this stuff is scripted, but you can't make this up. You can't. So then we see our boy, what is his cotton freaking name? Jake with the girl that got married in Vegas. She's still talking about having a baby. He can't handle kids. He got a vasectomy when he was in his 20s. And now she talking about we're gonna do IVF. And he's talking about this $20,000, but we just got an apartment. She said, well, you think Joe gonna come by? I said, you know what, TLC? TLC, thank you. You are the gift that just keeps on giving. So this, we have already covered episode 1, 2, and 3. But y'all get an opportunity to go and see it so that we can catch up next week on episode 4 of 90 Day Fiance. What now? That damn Danielle has not learned yet. We see her sitting up in a bar on the next episode with a girlfriend trying to pull some men. Grow up. Grow up, Danielle. Do better. Danielle's still chasing waterfalls and looking like a plum fool. All these people on what now? I'm saying, what's next? I enjoy the 90 Day Fiance series just as much as everybody else do, but some of this stuff is absolutely ridiculous. The stuff we got to look at is ridiculous. So look, I'm gonna open up the phone lines, and I want y'all to call in. I'm only going to take a couple of phone calls because the hour is getting late and I have to get up and be at work early in the morning. So I'm going to take a couple of phone calls. If this thing is going to work, because I didn't have it plugged up and I think it might be dead. Let's see. Y'all, you can't make this. Beth, I don't know if you still smoking, but your voice sounds like a Barry White comeback. Okay. You got to get that together, boo. Because you straight up sounding like Barry White. Let me see if I can bring this on and take a couple of y'all phone calls. Let's see. It's connected. Is it on? Is it on? It's on. So the phone number dial-in is 240-986-1536. Again, that number is 240-986-1536. We are only talking about those couples that we covered tonight. We will not be talking about any other couples on happily ever after. So if you would like to call in and give your opinion about what you have seen or what you have heard tonight, let's get busy. So we got our first caller. Hello there, calling you on with Auntie.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how
Hi.
are you?
Hi. Oh, I've been watching you ever since the 90 Day Fiance. I love your show. You are hilarious.
Thank you.
Um,
Who am I speaking with?
Christina.
Hi,
Um,
Christina.
I am actually, yeah, I'm actually fiance. Well, my fiance is from another country, so we're actually doing it, and it just I really like watching the show because it kind of like it just reminds me of things that I'm going through. But the Danielle situation, I really feel like she needs to move on, stop being on television, drop that last name, fix her eye, and just and lose. I don't know, just move on.
Yeah, she need to. Yeah, she need to move on. Now, I don't know about her fixing that eye. I don't. It look like it's been gone gone wrong too long. You understand what I'm saying? But she can still do other things to
Yeah,
beautify herself. She's not the only person that has crossed eyes. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
so what country
I
is your
really do feel like
fiance
she needs
from?
to move on.
She does.
Really.
What country is your fiance from? If you don't mind me asking.
Nigeria, but
Oh,
right
okay.
now he's in France in school. So yeah.
Okay. So do you have any? I mean, so is this helping you with asking all the right questions and all of that?
Oh yeah, we got a lawyer. So and we're like around the same age. And at first I wasn't really attracted to Africans like that. So I was like, they be trying to get green cards, but it helped that his other family members live in the United States. So it helped me with that. So yeah, I trust him. But yeah, watching the show, it also keeps my eye open and just stay alert on things.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, good luck to you, and call TOC for casting, girl.
I was
And we
I was thinking about that, but I don't know. I don't know.
girl, call for casting. Go ahead. Just know I'm gonna be on here reading your ass, okay?
No, I ain't.
I'm gonna
You gonna
read
be
your
hurt my
ass,
feelings.
girl.
Mm-mm.
Well, thank you so much for calling.
All right. Thank you for
And,
answering my call.
and no problem. And keep us posted on the relationship, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye bye bye. Okay, go ahead on the call for did y'all blank out? Look like y'all blank out. All right, so we have a next caller. Hi, caller. You're on with Auntie.
Hi, Auntie. It's Bertha. How are
Hi,
you?
Bertha. What's up, boo?
Well, I think Danielle brings her problems on herself because she's chasing people and she making them run.
She is. And her and her
When
girlfriend be
she's not
stalking
even
people.
she's not trying to find out if they're interested or not. She just running like remember that cartoon Lena the hyena?
No.
She would be like, if she saw a guy, she would be like a man, and she would just go running after him and stuff. That's who she reminded me of, that cartoon. It was like an old school cartoon. It was called Lena the Hyena.
And it's so sad because
But
the girlfriend was like, I've never called you a fool, but you a damn fool. Like the girlfriend really had
I
it up
know.
the air. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Danielle. And I mean, I know she's rating gold for them, her and Nicole. I think we probably gonna be following them for the next 10 years.
I wonder if she know how she look on TV though. That's what I wonder. Does she know
Danielle,
she be looking like stupid?
I don't think so. And I think that, people around her are telling her it's okay. Just like David. People are telling David that it's okay and it's all right and oh, we support you, David, and oh, I like Annie and stuff like that. So people, they pump you up just to make fun of you behind your back and shade you and stuff like that. So I don't think that she knows. I think that she's got people in her ear who are telling her she look okay. Just like she said, this time that, this time I made a mom. I decided that, I'm gonna do things on my own and I'm gonna have my own. When she let Muhammad talk her out of the annulment. And now she's saying and one of the things that the girlfriend, did you see the episode?
The last one?
The what's now?
Yeah, I saw it. I mean,
Did you
when her friend said if he was to tell you that he wanted to come back, you would take him. She didn't answer. She just sat there because she would take him back.
And that's exactly where I was getting ready to go with it. She did answer Bertha, but it took her a long time. She shook her head no, but she never said no out of her mouth. And it took her a long time to say that. And the girlfriend knows that she's not done with him. Just like Marley is not done with Louise. Daniel is not done with Muhammad. And if Muhammad ever made a decision to come back to Daniel, she would take him back. No doubt.
I believe that too. I believe that.
No doubt.
So that look on her face told it all. So
it did. And then, you running out to Merlin to go and meet some man. She don't know who this man is and what he's capable of doing. And you packing suitcases?
Yeah, she didn't even get a confirmation. She just kind of ran up here and wasted gas and paid for tolls. And then she's sitting in the car crying. What you crying for?
Exactly.
You did it.
Exactly. And then tell me, so I think there's something wrong with me. You damn right there's something wrong with you. The man may have just said and had an idea. Maybe we need to get together. Her and Beth sitting around, stalking and, cyber stalking allegedly and looking for the guy. And they probably found the address on their damn own. That's why you got to be careful about social media, about what you post, where you post from, because people, if they want to find you, they're going to find you.
Yeah, I know, and in a way, in a little bit way, I feel sorry for her. I do.
I did
because I think she's totally oblivious, to the way she's coming across or looking at people, but she's really making herself look like a fool.
She really is.
So and I do feel. I'm starting to feel a little sorry.
I am too. This time, this one, I did feel. I must admit, Bertha, when she started crying in the car. I did feel bad for her because it's hard out here for a pimp. So I felt hard for, and it's hard to find somebody that's going to genuinely love you just for you. And I'm sure it's doubly hard when you unattractive in some ways. You know what I mean? I felt sorry for her this time too.
Do you think now it did kind of cross my mind a little bit that something is wrong with her? Did she seem like that something was a little wrong with her, like she a little slow or
something? Bertha, it's something wrong with that lady.
I'm sorry. It seemed like she a little bit slow.
Bertha, damn well there's something wrong with them. Get the hell off my phone.
I'm trying to be politically correct about it, Auntie.
I know you are. with your shady ass self. Bertha, stop that stuff. I love you.
I love you too, Auntie. Thank
Mwah,
you for
mwah,
taking my
mwah, mwah.
call.
Anytime, Bertha. Anytime. Love you, boo.
Okay, take
Okay,
care.
bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
That daggone Bertha is a mess. You know damn well it's something wrong. And the other one that be hanging with her. See, that's why they got it written up in the contract that you can't be made a fool of. You can be humiliated, embarrassed, criticized, torn up. That's why TOC got it in the contract. Because I'm telling you right now, these people are setting themselves out here. Look like I must have missed a telephone call, but it's been very interesting. I am going to come out in about another 5 minutes, and I'm going to do a really really quick review because you all have been asking me a quick review on the live show. I'm going to be giving my honest opinion. If you care enough to know what I think about it, come on out. If not, have a wonderful night. And I will see you on Sunday as we review 90 Day Fiance, Happily After After, Happily Ever After, Season 3, Episode 9. Love you all. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Love you all to pieces, and I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Bye, y'all.